Media giant Rupert Murdoch has been declared not a fit person to exercise the stewardship of a major international company. The majority finding has been delivered by a British parliamentary committee. The committee questioned journalists and senior managers of the News of the World newspaper, which has since been closed. Police and lawyers for hacking victims also appeared before the committee, which has found Mr Murdoch exhibited willful blindness to what was going on in his media empire. News International has also been accused of misleading Parliament about phone hacking. Our coverage begins with the ABC correspondent in London, Lisa Millar.
Almost 10 months after it reopened its inquiry, the committee delivered its verdict.
To put it politely, we've been led up the garden path by News International, but more importantly, so were the readers of its newspapers, the general public and the victims of phone hacking.
The committee stopped short of accusing James Murdoch of misleading Parliament over his knowledge of phone hacking, but accused him of willful ignorance about the extent of it. And some members were blistering in their view of the Murdochs and their involvement in satellite broadcaster B-Sky B.
In the view of the majority of committee members, Rupert Murdoch is not fit to run an international company like B-Sky B.
But that view caused divisions in the committee.
And every one of us, while we share different views about the culpability of News Corporation and the degree of culpability of James Murdoch in particular, none of us were able to support the report, and we all voted against it. That will mean it will be correctly seen as a partisan report, and we've lost a very great deal of its credibility, which is an enormous shame.
Members were united in their criticism of former editor of the News of the World, Colin Millar, former lawyer Tom Crone, and Les Hinton, the man who'd stood by Rupert Murdoch for 50 years.
The committee did conclude unanimously that Les Hinton, the then chairman of News International, misled the committee in 2009 in not telling the truth about the payments made to Clive Goodman and his role in authorising them, and also in relation to the payment of his legal fees.
Mr Murdoch, do you have anything you want to say to the victims of phone hacking?
Rupert and James Murdoch's appearance in July last year was full of drama.
One sentence. This is the most humble day of my life.
The inquiry had been established 2 weeks after revelations a phone belonging to murdered teenager Millie Dowler had been hacked. James Murdoch appeared twice, arguing that he'd been unaware of emails that would have shown phone hacking was more widespread than first thought.
With the benefit of hindsight, we can look at all these things. But if I knew then what we know now, we would have taken more action around that and moved faster to get to the bottom of these allegations.
Celebrity agent Max Clifford, who settled his phone hacking claim with News International, isn't confident the parliamentary report will achieve much.
I think we've got far more chance with Leveson because I think that they desperately want to get to the truth, and they're talking to the police, they're talking to journalists, they're talking to just about everybody that was involved with this whole issue. Hopefully we'll get a lot nearer to the truth with the Leveson report. And I hope if one thing comes out of it, we'll get a proactive press complaints body that is prepared to stand up.
It could be some time, though, before concrete changes are seen. The first part of the Leveson inquiry isn't due to finish until November. The 3 police investigations are still ongoing, with around 40 people arrested. Indications are charges could be laid soon. Lisa Millar, Lateline.